It's great to have your company. My name's Jessica Amir. I'm a senior market analyst with Bell Direct. And today we're chatting to a buy now, pay later company that operates and is focused solely on Asia, IOUpay. And IOU is their ticker. Calvin Yeap is the company's chief marketing officer, standing by from KL. Calvin, thanks so much for your time.
Hi, morning, Jessica. Thanks for having me.
So first up, congratulations. IOU was recently added to the Australian Tech Indice. Tell us about IOU's offering and secondly, your entry into the buy now, pay later space.
Sure, Jessica. So at IOUpay, we have close to 20 years of experience in mobile banking and digital payments. So we serve 20 leading Malaysia banks, insurers, telcos, and large brands such as AXA, Citibank, and Mazda. So we offer a wide range of mobile banking and transaction service, and this could be customer identification or authentication. It could be one-time password, account balance inquiry, or even payment transfer confirmations. So what we do is we connect large communities to their banks, insurers, and telcos, and large brands. And over the years, we realized that all brands would like to connect to their consumers, especially on the mobile. And they would like to do this in high volume, securely and fast, and at a low price point. And that's what we do, really. So we have grown, in fact, from transacting about 18 million transactions a month last year before the lockdown to now about 24 million transactions a month. So with processing things like debit and credit card transaction all these years, I think it's just a natural progression for us to diversify into buy now, pay later as a full service. And in fact, we rebranded from iCentric into IOUpay last year to reflect our new aspiration. So with our legacy business, apart from big brands, we have been serving most of the banks for a long time. And we plan to leverage on those relationships and accessing those large consumer communities who all have appetite for buy now, pay later. I don't think any other BNPL players have started with 20 years of mobile banking experience. So that alone places us in a highly preferable position to expand our offering to buy now, pay later.
So let's say that I lived in Malaysia and was compelled to get your buy now, pay later offering. How would it work?
Right. So our new flagship product, My IOU, enable both retail and e-commerce merchants to offer up to 6 months of interest-free repayment options, be for an online or in-store purchase. So Malaysian consumers can download My IOU app from Google Play or App Store, register and get an instant credit approved up to 1,000 ringgit or somewhere around 350 Australian dollars. So how do we do this? So we do this by having a best-in-class eKYC system with facial recognition. One example, in fact, if I can just pull up my national identity card. So this is our Malaysian national identity card. So on this alone, we do 15 independent data point checks on this. And this all link back to Malaysia Credit Bureau, things like other government agencies and even blacklists. So that with robust fraud monitoring capabilities, that's how we kind of reach out to the masses, while at the same time, we mitigate risk and non-performing loans, or what we call as NPL.
So you're the first mover in Malaysia in the buy now, pay later sector. Congratulations. But how have the COVID-19 restrictions affected the business?
Right. So in Malaysia, various forms of lockdowns are being called as movement control order or MCO. So when you hear me talk about MCO, we're referring to lockdown restrictions. So MCO essentially restricts the movement of people. All economy sectors remain open. And what this means is that both people and businesses are moving their everyday life more than ever to online. So this could be, working from home, calling your friends and family, and to more importantly, buying almost anything online. And the beautiful part about a digital economy, there's no viruses in the cyber world. And as a Malaysian, having the ability to be granted instant credit, it's simply life-changing. So what this means, if you're a father, you could buy school books for your daughter without sacrificing Sunday outings. If you're a food delivery rider, you can get your motorbike serviced and repaired and get back to the job, while waiting for the next paycheck. So through My IOU, we aspire to make financial services more accessible to ordinary Malaysians. And to some, we believe having BNPL service will help them immensely in navigating through this pandemic.
And let's hope it does. Separately, competition is really heating up. We can't ignore that Afterpay, APT, and Zip, Z1P, express that they want to move into Asia, and no doubt they'll be vying to become leaders there. So how sticky are your clients and the existing corporates that you work with?
Right. So Jessica, so we have nearly 20 years of mobile banking and experience processing big volume of transactions. So we have a lot of data. So it shouldn't come as a surprise as a business. We are heavily driven around data and matrices such as merchant and customer acquisition rates. So all that makes us different. Two, there's existing relationship that I talked about earlier, in the region, and we plan to leverage on that. And then there's our team. We have got a very experienced team who have deep knowledge of payment market and how to connect to banks and big brands and consumers. I think that's something our shareholders understand. Our team has built proven payment systems before. And more importantly, I think we are localized for Southeast Asia, and it is a market double the size of US at 650 million people. Southeast Asia is a sweet spot for BNPL for three simple reasons. That's a high smartphone and internet penetration. There's a huge cashless movement driven by not just the industry, but by the government. And third, it is a credit-starved market, with a huge underserved, underbanked community. So I think that really position ourselves as a premium brand in the region with a focus on quality. And we want to ensure our customers and merchants really sticky with us, and we want to ensure they have the amazing experience when they come on board onto our platform. And that's what we do, really.
And just lastly, your 2-year plan. What will IOU look like?
So based on the recent strategic partnership that we've announced, with Easy Store, iPay88, and MyP1, we have a combined potential total merchant base of about 75,000. And that's just for a start. So we really have a strong pipeline. And I think the challenge here for us is to activate and executing well. Also, as shared in our March 16 presentation, we are on track with our plans to expand to 2 Southeast Asia markets this year. Not to comment on any markets specifically at the moment, but we do like Philippines, say, or Indonesia. And we are really seeing exciting growth opportunities, especially in the B2B space. And this could be a wide range of areas, including things like corporate and SME financing, employee healthcare, insurance and inventory financing even. So Jessica, we know it's rather rare to hear about profits in BNPL, but at IOUpay, we are all about building profits and not just market penetration. Our challenge here for us, and we do really see as an opportunity, as a premium brand with focus on quality, is to execute really, really well. And our experience tells us, if we do that, the customer and transaction volume will follow.
So key catalysts for viewers and listeners to watch: IOU growth into 2 new Asian regions, moving into the SME space, small to medium enterprise space, and maybe profits. Calvin Yeap from IOUpay, thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, Jessica.
For more information, please head to Bell Direct's website.